I've been thinking lately, to be honest with you, I've been thinking about melted bells.
Oh.
You know?
What do you got with that? What does that mean?
Yeah,
Charles?
I've been thinking about melted bells lately. You know, sometimes it's easy to get caught up in events in the world. Yeah, there are wars, and there are rumors of wars. Okay, there's lots of biblical stuff going on. You can say, however, there's lots of there's all these things. There's a litany. There's a litany of these things. You could talk about the money that you try to use, but the world makes it hard. You can talk about the nukes. Well, we don't bother talking about nukes, but all of these things go on in the world. But if you remember for a second, even for a second, the history, cavemen, this and that, all this junk. Yeah, the Iron Age, the Stone Age, they were
struggling making fire, huh?
Whoa! They made something sharp. You know, they're making a big wheel. Oh, we made a wheel in this in the Bronze Age. Ting, 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 ting. You know, all this junk, all this crap. You remember these times, and you remember for a second that all of these huge bells all around, let's say the United States, it has to be global. After, I guess you could call it a cataclysm, all these bells are around everywhere, giant bells. They took them down, they destroyed them, they melted them down. I think they made them into like mortar casings or something like that, but they melted them down. And you remember, you are once again reminded that all of your history has been completely fabricated and is an absolute joke to make you feel small, to make you feel impotent, to make you feel like you have no roots. And even though your history and roots are completely obfuscated beyond any normal reckoning, you have to be a maniac to think about the operation that is required to play these things out on a world stage. You know what I'm saying? You remember those things, that the highest technology that you've been waiting for as a child has already come to pass and been destroyed and then hidden from you.
Maybe 4 times over.
Yes, maybe 4 times over, but probably not. I mean, you could say this has been a million years. It looks like maybe 200 years ago this happened. It looks like it was not long ago. Mm-hmm. That could be another thing. Could be 200 million, could be 200 years. I have no idea. Either way, they're the same thing. Bop, bop, like Event Horizon. They're the same thing. You remember that all of these things that you think will make your life better and all this stuff is technology that is withheld or pieced out to you, tiered out to you to steal your money, steal your time, steal your life. You remember the melted bells, and you say, you know what, I don't have to be afraid of what's going on in this world. I don't have to follow the best gore that's piped into everywhere with these things in the Middle East, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't know what to call anything anymore, to be honest with you. I deny all history. It's like you don't have to really pay attention, and this is not an advising into abdication of your attention or of what you think about. I'm not saying like tune everything out, nothing matters. I'm not exactly saying that, though I am. It's just the forces, the power required for you to make a difference in the things that you would like to do in your life they're closed off to you because you don't know how these things are done. Blah, 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 blah. But I remember the melted bells.
Okay, but so even though you weren't suggesting to do those things, people that might pay so much attention to history or the way things are unfolding,
yes,
that's a problem in your life.
That's
because
a giant.
If you can just forget about it for a sec, right? If you can just not think that it went the way it's written down, maybe you'd benefit from that.
You benefit from it because if you know that the past has been hijacked and completely destroyed and annihilated, then you know that the present is exactly in the same boat. Mm-hmm.